They doubted you. They laughed. They told you to know your place. But you're not here to prove them wrong. You're here to transcend. Welcome to the Forge, where champions are made in silence and crowned without applause. If you're ready to rise above, to claim your true power, and to master the darkness within, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and smash the notification bell so you never miss the fire we bring here every week. Your time is now. Let's begin. Before you step through the door, before you even utter your first word, the world has already carved an opinion about you. They glance at your exterior, measure you in a heartbeat, and stamp you with the label, average. They don't wait to hear your story or witness your strength. They assume they've seen all there is to see. Let them forge their chains of doubt and wrap them tightly around the vision they have of you. Let them shrink your potential down to the size of their own limited imagination. They believe they are trapping you, but what they fail to realize is that those chains are not yours to carry. Like Naruto Uzumaki once said, "I'm not gonna run away, I never go back on my word. That's my nindo, my ninja way." Their disbelief is merely fuel for the fire you are about to ignite. There is an unrivaled strength hidden in being underestimated. When they dismiss you, they turn their backs. And that is when the unseen wolf begins to move. In the thick silence of disregard, greatness sharpens its claws. Guts, the black swordsman from Berserk, wasn't born a hero under the fanfare of crowds. He was shaped by battle after battle in the shadows where no one believed he could survive. The overlooked are free from the expectations that weigh down the obvious frontrunners. Without the spotlight, you are left alone to build. Without interruption, without judgment, and most importantly, without limits. I know the sting of being sidelined. I know how it feels when the room grows loud with laughter and glances slide right past you, as if you are nothing more than background noise. When you're told, either through words or silence, that you don't belong here, that you don't matter, it cuts deep. It's the kind of wound that either breaks you or hardens you. In those moments, you have a choice. You can believe them, or you can be like Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia, who was told he could never be a hero, only to defy every expectation by sheer force of will. But understand this, in the realm of shadows, true power brews. It is when no one is watching that the real transformation begins. Like a seed buried beneath layers of earth, unseen and forgotten, you are gathering strength. And when the sun dips below the horizon and the light fades, it is the darkness that swallows everything whole. It is your time. They never saw you coming. They never even thought to look. And that will be their greatest mistake. You've known darkness, not as a stranger, but as a companion. You've walked its endless corridors, breathed in its heavy silence, and learned the language of survival it whispers to those who dare not break. Now, it's time to do more than endure it. It's time to command it. Pain isn't the villain it's made out to be. Struggle isn't the punishment they claim it is. No, they are the sacred fires, the sacred rites that sculpt the unbreakable. As All Might once told Midoriya, when you're up against a wall, the only person who can break through it is yourself. Your trials aren't meant to end you. They are meant to awaken you. Every no you received, every failure that left you gasping for air, every night you fought against the urge to surrender. These weren't moments of defeat. They were the raw materials of greatness. They are not stains on your record. They are stamps of your authenticity. They don't teach you this in classrooms or motivational seminars because true power, the kind that moves mountains and bends destinies, is not handed down like an inheritance. It's seized through broken bones, through shattered pride, through the relentless decision to rise one more time when all logic tells you to stay down. It's the spirit that characters like Eren Yeager in Attack on Titan embodied when he vowed to fight, even when humanity had already surrendered. Think about the sword, revered in myth and legend. Before it gleams under the sun, it must first endure the inferno that consumes the unworthy. It must withstand the hammer that strikes with merciless intent. It must submit to the grinding stone that strips away every impurity. Only after surviving this brutal alchemy does it earn the right to be called a blade. You are that weapon in progress. Every hurtful word is a flame testing your mettle. Every rejection is the hammer daring you to shatter. Every monotonous day where progress feels invisible is the stone sharpening your edge. While they waste their nights celebrating mediocrity, you grind. While they toast minor achievements, you sculpt yourself in silence. While they boast about yesterday's glories, you're building a legacy from the ground up, unseen and unstoppable. It's not about working blindly. It's about working with intention, with clarity, with hunger. Don't just endure, evolve. Don't just fantasize about victory. Architect it. One grueling rep, one sleepless night, one uncompromising choice at a time. As Roronoa Zoro from One Piece said, "Only those who have suffered long can see the light within the shadows." Understand this. Suffering without aim is wasted pain, but suffering with direction is the birth of greatness. The world isn't interested in your potential. It is moved by your final form. And that form is forged when no one claps for you, when no one believes in you, when the only voice you can hear is your own telling you to keep going. Your greatest strength was never meant to be raw talent. It has always been your resilience. Your hidden edge isn't flashes of brilliance or strokes of luck. It's the unyielding persistence that refuses to break under pressure. Your true, unfair advantage isn't having the right circumstances. It's having the will to carve a path through the worst of them. As Saitama from One Punch Man reminds us, human strength lies in the ability to change yourself. Every great force that has ever shaped history began as something small and seemingly insignificant. A whisper in the void, a single heartbeat against the silence, a seed buried so deep it seemed forgotten, yet it kept reaching toward the light. Every towering empire you admire, every hero you've ever revered, began with the same fragile first step. But what separated them from the countless others was their refusal to stop moving. They fell, they were broken, they were told to quit, but they kept walking. Every legend you've heard, every name that echoes through time, started with a single voice that the world tried to muffle. But that voice, just like Kenshin Himura's from Rurouni Kenshin, endured not because it was loud, but because it was relentless, because it refused to die. And soon enough, the world that once ignored it had no choice but to listen. They may ignore you now. They may forget you exist. Let them. Because what's born in the depths of obscurity does not stay hidden forever. Like the phoenix, what is forged in darkness demands to be revealed in the light. And when you emerge, stronger, sharper, unstoppable, they won't be able to look anywhere else. But here's the real victory. The true shift doesn't happen when they finally recognize your worth. It happens the moment you no longer require their validation to know it yourself. That is the quiet moment when everything changes, and it belongs only to you. So step into every room like it was built for you, not from arrogance, but from a quiet certainty. Speak not to be heard, but because your voice can no longer be caged. Stand, not for applause, but because you have carried burdens they could never begin to understand. This is not pride. This is power reclaimed. This is not ego. This is clarity hard-won through scars and solitude. Kings, heroes, champions, they aren't selected by the world. They rise in defiance of it. Like Lelouch from Code Geass, who bore the weight of the world on his shoulders, not to be praised, but because he chose to rewrite the fate that others handed him. In every journey, the true monster is never the enemy standing in front of you. It's the voice inside whispering that you're not enough. The real battle is within. And when you conquer that, no battlefield outside can ever defeat you. Remember the moments they laughed, not out of joy, but mockery. Remember when they doubted you, when they whispered that you were reaching too high, daring too much. Remember when they told you to know your place, to shrink yourself into the small box their fears had crafted for you. Your answer to all of it will not be bitterness, it will be transcendence. True triumph isn't screaming back at the doubters. It's rising so high, so unapologetically, that their voices can no longer reach you. It's becoming so formidable that their skepticism turns into a distant, irrelevant murmur, lost beneath the roar of your achievements. As Killua from Hunter x Hunter learned, true growth isn't about proving others wrong. It's about outgrowing the need for their approval altogether. Sovereignty, true sovereignty, has nothing to do with dominating others. It's about mastering the only kingdom that matters, yourself. It's about rooting yourself so deeply in your own purpose that no storm, no judgment, no betrayal can topple you. It's what warriors like Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star understood. You are already dead, Because by the time your enemies realize the power you've cultivated within, it's already too late for them to stop you. Sovereignty is internal. It's unshakable. It's the moment when the noise of the world fades and you stand alone, not because you are isolated, but because you have outgrown the battles they still cling to. You have endured fires that would have left others in ashes. You have carried weights that would have broken lesser souls. But you didn't just survive. You transmuted your pain into purpose, your heartbreak into armor, your setbacks into stepping stones. Every scar you bear is a testament not to your suffering, but to your relentless ability to transform suffering into strength. Like Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, you learned the hardest law of equivalent exchange. To gain everything, you had to give everything. Your comfort, your safety, your past self. And in that sacrifice, you have been reborn, harder, sharper, invincible. This, right here, right now, is your coronation. There will be no applause, no marching bands, no golden medals. Only the quiet, immovable truth that you have become untouchable by the forces that once dared to cage you. They once called you an underdog. Soon they'll call you king. But you will know the deeper truth. You have not just claimed a title. You have claimed dominion over your own mind, over your destiny, over every lie and limitation they tried to wrap around you. You have not merely succeeded. You have ascended. You have become sovereign.